So here's a little overview of what my room looks like today. Guess what? We're deep cleaning this whole room. And it all started because one of my toys dropped underneath the bed, and I was like, how dirty is it under there? Like, it's probably so dusty, it needs to be cleaned. And that turned into me thinking my walls need to be cleaned because there were marks everywhere. And so I was like, might as well just deep clean this whole room because it definitely has been a while since I've done that. And my closet also could really use a refresh, but I think that might just have to wait for a different week because doing everything in one day was a lot more than I was expecting, and it was very exhausting. Anyways, that's what we're starting off with, guys, and let's get into it. I'm starting off with cleaning my bedding because if you're gonna deep clean your room, you might as well just go ahead and clean your bedding. So I'm just taking off the pillowcases, sheets, blankets, and everything and getting it ready to go into the washing machine. Bedding is in the wash and that is underway. I'm gonna start cleaning walls, and I'm also just starting off by moving everything from one side of the room to the other, and then I'll go back and move everything from that side back to this side so that I can clean the walls. There seems to be a lot of random things in my room, like kids' toys and just a little corner there of things that need to be put in a Goodwill bag and sent away to the thrift store. And my desk is kind of a disaster with how small it is. It's kind of hard to keep everything organized and cleaned over here. I definitely want to upgrade that eventually, but we're just going to organize the best we can, and for now we're just moving everything out of the way. Once I finally moved everything, including this very heavy workbench with all my weights on it, my method about going about this is I'm first gonna sweep and dust my baseboards, and then the walls will get cleaned. And I'm using a mop for cleaning the walls and the floors, and unfortunately I only have the one mop head right now, so I am using it for both. And if you think that's weird or gross, I don't know, that's fine. It worked pretty well for me. So it's also really easy to clean baseboards this way instead of having to use a cloth to get on the ground to do it. I also decided that I needed to do some dusting, so I'm just using my Swiffer and just dusting off some random areas that get very much neglected, like those fireplace and my ceiling fan as well, which was actually quite hard to clean and just wanted to keep submitting, but I managed to get it pretty well dusted. While the floor's drying on the other side, I decided to get started on this side of the room and just taking down curtains and wiping off my windows to the best of my abilities. They are really old and the screens are not in there, so I don't ever really open them. So I'm just cleaning the outside windowsill and the glass and everything. which was a pretty quick and easy little thing to do. I started moving some other things out of the way so I could start cleaning this wall. So I'm just moving my bedstand, and you wouldn't believe how much dust is under there. I only can sweep like halfway under it, so it's pretty bad. And I found lots of headbands and things and a lost earring, so that was pretty cool. So just moving all of this stuff out of the way so I can continue the washing wall process of sweeping, dusting, and washing. The hardest part of this whole thing, which is cleaning underneath my bed, and this thing is so heavy. And could I have made it easier by taking off the mattress? Most likely, but I know I had done it moving in a bunch of times with it on, so I was like, this is just how I'm gonna do it. It was quite the process though, so I did it slowly so I wouldn't hurt myself too badly. So as you can see, I'm just taking a break here to clean up whatever I can from how much I've moved it so far, and I was absolutely right. It was insanely dusty under there, so this is your little reminder to clean under your bed every once in a while. Fast forward to me having the bed on the other side of the room, and it was insanely sore on my back, and I did end up scratching my floor a bit, as I just realized right then, but it's not too horrible. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. I felt so bad when I first noticed that, but I'm just finishing cleaning up. This is everything that was underneath of my bed. At this point, I was like extremely exhausted and just trying to figure out what spots I needed to do so I wasn't missing anything. I did miss part of this wall though, to be honest, because I did not move my dresser out of the way. So I think I left like maybe a quarter of my walls uncleaned, but the good thing is we got most of it done, and I think I just got so tired I forgot. Ended up giving me some of her old curtains from her other house because she no longer was in need of them, which was super sweet. And I was actually really excited for lighter curtains to just brighten up my room a bit because it has been feeling really dark lately. I've been considering getting new bed sheets and blankets, but this works too, and who knows, maybe I'll upgrade my bed eventually, but for now this was really nice. I did put one panel in my kids' room because she said these were blackout curtains, and so I only had one panel for this window, and then I did the other two panels for the back window to replace those curtains. I think I'll also really love having my desk right by the window, some more lighting. Yeah, I don't know, I think it'll just feel really nice. Not that I work by this desk much, but hopefully I will more soon if I ever get a chair. Once I had my curtains all put up and everything, I just swept the rest of the floors and just moved our golf clubs out of the way and into the corner. It's not the greatest spot, but it's what we'll do for now until I can figure out something better, hopefully. Because having them right beside the fireplace might not be the best for when we're actually using it. And yeah, I'm just putting everything back, cleaning up like the final little touches. My sister came over and wanted to see what I was doing, so I quickly showed her. And then yeah, just putting everything back in its spot. I didn't have any better place to store these boxes. It's baby items that I don't want to get rid of quite yet, and then just gonna do my best to organize this tiny desk. I keep some school supplies on here because we do very like small amounts of homeschooling here and there. And then I also want my work stuff on here, like my laptop and my planner, and then also we have the printer, and that takes up half the desk, which is like my main problem with the desk. But it is what it is for now. I have been searching for another one. Anyways, just finishing off mopping, and I can't wait to show you guys the end results. Here it is, guys, the final reveal. I started off with wanting to deep clean and went from total room organization. I also love that I put this mirror on the wall. I think it looks so great there. And having this open little corner. And I also put my yoga mat here on the floor, trying to cover up some of the scratching that I made, as you guys can see there a little bit. And then yeah, I had the golf clubs over there for now. I did not move or do anything with this dresser. And then I have my workout corner over here, which everything fits perfectly, and I love it. And then of course my desk, which is looking much cleaner right now, and hopefully it can stay that way. And yeah, that's basically everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it gave you some kind of motivation. I'll see you guys next time.